Now to another big story here in the Triad. An arrest is made after 4 online threats were made against a Triad high school.
Authorities charged a 14-year-old student with making at least one of those threats. The latest threat sent Lexington Senior High School students home at 9:30 this morning. WFMY News 2's Amber Lake joins us live in Lexington with the latest.
Guys, school officials and law enforcement tell us that the 14-year-old charged in making one of those threats is actually a student here at Lexington Senior High School. Police say the 14-year-old is being charged with communicating a threat of mass violence on an educational property. Lexington police say over the last week, 4 different threats have been made against Lexington Senior. One on October 3rd, which resulted in an early dismissal of students. Another on October 4th, which did not result in an early dismissal. The third threat was made later on October 4th. That ended up delaying the start of school last Thursday. And the fourth threat was made today, sending students home just after 9 this morning. The Lexington Middle School close by also went under secure status, meaning no one was allowed in or out of the building while the situation at the high school was being handled. Threats against schools disrupts learning. It forces district leaders to make the tough decisions to release early. It also impacts law enforcement.
It takes more of our resources, but that's because it should, because it's a priority. Safety in our schools is a priority. So yes, it does pull from some of our services. But we talk about risk assessment. We talk about, that those are tough decisions that's made for the schools.
So we're working closely at the central service level to work with the staff and Principal Porter at how we're going to address that. There are definitely some options, so give us an opportunity to make sure that we think through those options and make sure our community and our board have an opportunity to consider all those options for the learning loss.
The school district says that in-person learning is a priority for the school district, so they'll be having some discussions over the next little bit to figure out what they want to do moving forward. Investigators also added that they need help from the public, from students, from staff members to try to find the other people who made those threats last week. Live in Lexington, Amber Lake, WFMY News 2.